and welcome to one more important session on machine learning and natural language processing. So this is beneficial for artificial intelligence also. So from the data science point of view, many packages we require very regularly in various projects of Python. So most of them are focused on natural language processing also. 4 packages I will be demonstrating in this, so very important to know. So we don't have to design any kind of algorithms to work on that. These are the facilities given by the Python developers to the Python new developers basically. So we are going to see these 4 different facilities that may helpful to us throughout different stages of the project development. So I'm going to use 4 different methodologies. So maybe we are not knowing, or we are knowing this particular concepts already, like indic transliteration, then translating the data languages, then speech to text and text to speech. These are the 4 different methods how to do that with the help of different packages in Python that I'll show in this. Indic transliteration means we are going to use this method from Roman character. Every keyboard that we are having on the laptop or desktop, they are embedded with the Roman letters onto it. But from Roman letters, if you want the data to get stored in other languages other than English languages, all Indian languages or Chinese, Japanese, German, French, or any other which uses different kind of script, so we need to use the transliteration method. So I'll be focusing on indic transliteration here, basically on Indian languages, how to represent their data into the Python programming language, that I'll show in first. Second, translating. Google Translate is one of the most effective tool online available to translate this data from one kind of language into another kind of languages. So this translation is made available by some packages in Python. I'll be showing that package also, how to translate that from one language to another language, focusing again on Indian languages. Then speech to text. If the data is given, so you have to convert into text format or text to speech format also. So we'll be using these 2 methods will be beneficial for you to various stages of the data science and machine learning, artificial intelligence. So let's see, these are very simple, common, basic methods that we are going to see in this. So before actually starting, we need to prepare your system by installing some packages of Python. For indic transliteration, we have to install indic_transliteration package, like sudo pip3 install indic_transliteration, this one. Then for translating the languages from one kind of language to another language, so we have to use the GoSlate. Okay, this one, that's what we call as Google Translate. Okay, so that's we have to install. So it uses the online library for Google translation for one kind of language to another kind of languages. Then speech to text. So for performing this, we require speech recognition library, which will read the data and convert into the text format, primarily focusing on English only. And text to speech. So whatever data we are going to print, that will be converted into speech format. So here I will be showing Indian languages also. So to do this one, we require 3 packages here: GTTS, here TT is capital, PyAudio, and PyTTSX3. 3 stand for Python 3, it is used basically. So before actually starting, we need to install these packages, and then I'll show how exactly we are going to work with this step by step. Very small, simple, clean programs are available to work with these libraries here. So let's start. Okay, we'll start with the first, that is transliteration. So indic transliteration method, like I want the data to be stored into the Indian languages in a string. So how to do this one, that I'll show. Let's see. So first of all, from indic transliteration, we have to import the class called as Sanskrit. Okay, it's a function basically. In that we are going to read it. Then indic transliteration dot Sanskrit, you have to import transliterate. Okay, so transliterate Sanskrit contains many constants that we need to focus. We have to use it, and transliterate is a function. This function I'm going to use to translate your data, convert your data from Roman script to another scripts. Okay, now here in data variable, I have stored various letters. So this I'm showing the Devanagari characters only. So basically all Indian languages contain similar kind of characters there, but their representation into textual format is different. Okay, like say I'll be focusing on Devanagari because 4 languages of India like Marathi, Hindi, Sanskrit, and Nepali, they are represented in the Devanagari script format. Okay, so this is double A R E, second E, U, O, Au, K, K, G, G, C, Ch, then J, J, th, the, the. Then this is capital N is n. Then this is t, th. So see the letters how they are written. T, capital T, small t. This is th, and this is sorry. Then capital D is d, and the small d is the. Okay, this is d, this is the, like this. P, p, b, bh, y, r, l, v, s, sh, sh. Second sh, capital is written there. H, l, sh. Okay, so in this way they are stored. So whenever you have to represent any Devanagari character into English format, Devanagari formats, you need to match that. Okay, remember you have to match it. So for example, if you want to use the second E, so second E is this is first E. Okay, let's see this one. I'll store this data into the data variable, and now I want to print this on the screen into the Indic Devanagari format. So there is a function called as transliterate that I can use here. Transliterate, which we have imported. Okay, data, the data variable which you have to convert into which format. So Sanskrit.itran, that is Indic transliteration I will be using, and second parameter is Sanskrit.Devanagari. So in which script you have to represent that we need to print there. So let's see. Yes, say this. All these letters are represented and they are printed here on the screen. Getting? Okay. So it's shown over here. Maybe this letter is different. Oh no, okay, sorry. This is something. Let's try this. Okay, so this letter we need to search for how exactly the point over the character should be printed. Okay, fine. So this is how we are going to represent the data into the Devanagari format. Okay, now if you change this one, so instead of Devanagari, many more scripts are possible. See this, from Sanskrit we are going to have this. See, Bengali. If you want to use Bengali, so I will be using Bengali here. See this. Here are the Bengali letters. Hello is not there in Bengali, that's why it's not shown. Like so, almost all the prime Indian scripts are possible. I want this to be in Gujarati. See this one. This is Gujarati. So in this way we are representing the data into the Indic formats. We can make use of this, right? This particular method. So you can represent that. Now if I want to store in a variable, that's also possible. So for example, I want to represent my name, Tushar Kute. So see, tu, tu, this is sh, second sh, double a for a, then r and a for that, making a pronunciation there. Okay, Tushar. Then ku, this is t, capital T, and e is for a. Okay, I am storing that, and then I am printing it on the screen by this method. Okay, so storing in a variable, and see this one. So in this way I am going to make use of this. Okay, so and stored means, remember that this character is stored into the variable name, but it is in transliterated format. It is in Indian script format. It is stored over there. Okay, in this way we are going to make use of it. Now if the letters are connected together, just like Maharashtra, I am just storing over here. See, ma, this is ha, okay, this is ra, okay, mahara, sh, and then I am not giving a there, connecting t, connecting r, and then I am giving a. Okay, and then I am storing that in variable name, and then we are transliterating it to another letter and then print it. Sorry, it's not printed there. Okay, I'll just let's complete that one, because I need to print it first and then it is possible there. Okay, let's complete it. So for example, I want to take the data from the user, and from that I want to store or I want to print there over there. So that's also possible. I'll just make use here RASHMI, so Rashmi, and if I enter that and if I am printing this, just a minute, see this one. Okay, it's giving first E over here. I want the second E, so I'll again HMI. Now see, it's printed like this. So you can read that data into English format, into the Romance format, and you can store into the Indian format also. But it's expected that it should be specified into the same way which the Indic transliteration actually requires. Okay, so in this way you can read that data and store it. So because by default Python 3 supports the Unicode script. This is what the Unicode script is. By default support Unicode scripts. That's why it's not required to add any external things, anything extra over there. Just like other Roman character, other letters from other languages, we are making use of the Indian letters also. That's also possible. So let's see now this one, Maharashtra. So I'll just let's insert one cell below here. Let's print the name. See, Maharashtra. I'll just print it. So in this way we are going to make use of these letters with the help of index scripts. So when the data is in Indian language format, don't worry about it. It's just treated like other scripts, other letters of the languages also, that's like English also. And if you want that, if you want other European languages or the Asian languages, that also, they are also possible, they are also added, but you need to add the external library separately over there. This is what we are focused only on, the Indian languages and their scripts into it. Now let's go for the second method, where we are going to make use of the Google Translate. Okay, so we install the Ghostlet library for this. Along with that, we require one more library called a request. Request is by default available in Python 3. That's why we don't have to install it afterwards. So let's see how exactly you have to translate that. But to translate this, is you have to make sure that your internet is on, because whatever the data we have given, it will be hitted to the Google Translate website, and the data will be taken from Google Translate to us. That's why it's compulsory that you need to have the internet connectivity on continuously. Okay, so let's see. Text is equal to hello friends, I am teacher, I welcome you all for this course. Okay, this is my text which I have stored in a variable. Okay, and now I want to translate that in other languages, any other, like for example I want to translate that in Marathi language. So maybe the perfect translation is not possible, so you just check it out how exactly this is. Google Translate is still in improvement phase, but we can get the almost correct answer out of it. So GS is equal to, first of all we need to create the object of the class Ghostlet. So inside the Ghostlet library we have the class called as Ghostlet. Its object we are creating, and it contains one method called as translate. With the help of this translate method, we can translate this text into specific language format. Which one? First parameter is given as text, and second parameter is the language short form. So every language in the world has given a 2-letter short form that we need to use over here. So for Marathi language we are giving MR as the short form. So I am making use of the second parameter over there, translate that and store into translated text. Okay, and then I am printing that translated text onto the screen. So let's execute that. It will hit the network, go to translate.google.com, take the data from there and then store that into the translated text. Run this, see this one. So this is the translated text from English to Marathi language. Check it out. Similar to that, if I want Hindi, so I'll make use of HI here. Okay, run and see this now. This is translated into the Hindi language. So when we require that, when you have to perform this operation, this is I am doing only single time. You can do it repeated number of time, but remember that there are some fixed number of hits are present. If you are missing that hits, if you are going above that hits, your Google Translate server will stop responding. It will not show you. It will show the HTTP error there. Multiple requests are coming to it, and that's why it will not show the answer. Okay, but Ghostlet is very good library that we can use to translate the data from one kind of language in another kind of languages also. There we can mention other language and convert into English. That also we can make use of, and then we can perform the operation respectively. If it is working correctly, then only it's possible. Okay, so this is what we are having, a Ghostlet library that we should translate from Google with the help of Google from one language to another language. Now let's see the speech recognition engine. Now in speech recognition, we are going to convert your data, your speech, your voice into the textual format. So many times it is required, it is expected, so that just make sure that this library is already available in Python. With the help of this, we can convert your text into speech format. Okay, let's see this. For example, speech recognition, I'm making use of it. Import speech recognition as SR. So we have installed the speech recognition library already, so I'll be importing that over there. Now inside this speech recognition, we are having a class called as recognizer. This recognizer used to get the audio from the microphone. From the microphone, it will take the data and store into the variable R. Okay, the object R is created, and with the help of R's listen method, we are going to make use of this particular speech recognition system here. So they are making use of the Google's library to convert that speech into text. Remember, Google is having very good library to convert your speech into text format. If you are having Android phone by default contains these facilities, not in English language only, but for all other languages also this thing is possible. So if you are speaking in a particular language and you have said that language, automatically the data that you have spoken in front of the mic or microphone, so that will be converted into text format and then we can listen to that. So let's create the object and now see this one here with sr.microphone as a source. So your microphone is a source, it will print speak, okay, fine, and then it will listen to your audio for almost 5 seconds. Okay, so if you are not speaking anything for 5 seconds, the loop will be completed. If you are speaking without the gap of 5 seconds, whatever you have spoken, that you have spoken, so that will be recorded and that will be stored into the audio. And after the 5 minutes are over, or any interrupt that we are getting, any exception you are getting, so it will print you said whatever are not recognized Google, and audio that will be converted into the text format and then we can read that one. Okay, so this is how exactly it works. If it is not present, so we'll have a unknown value error and one more request error if it is possible. So request is not getting generated, in that case we'll get the request error for this particular case. Okay, so let's see how exactly this will work. Hello friends, how are you? I welcome you all for this course on data science and machine learning. Okay, how are you? I welcome you all for this course data science and machine learning. Okay, so this is what I said. Hello friend is not captured. Initially it was taken some time to initialize the microphone, that's why. So this is what I spoke and it is printed, okay, in the textual format in English. Okay, so this is how we are going to make use of the third library, that is speech recognition, and perform the operations with this. And now let's go for the last library, that is what we call text to voice. Okay, text to voice conversion. So for this purpose we are having a file called as GTTS. Okay, sorry, file library called as GTTS. With the help of GTTS library, I can convert your text into speech format. Okay, now it's very interesting that GTTS library can have speech into any languages there. So let's see this one. From GTTS you have to import the class GTTS. Here S is capital only. Okay, now see, it's very easy to do this one. Create your object of it. So GTTS text is equal to hi friends, very good morning to all of you, and here I mention the language as English. It means that this particular statement is in English language. Okay, it's in English language. Okay, so that will be recorded. I'm storing into TTS, and TTS contains one method called as save and good.mp3. So this is an mp3 file in which you're going to store this data, this string, into the voice format. Remember that tts.save, okay, good.mp3. and now I'm using a command mpg321. mpg321 is a Linux command by which we are going to play the audios. So this is used to play the audio. I have recorded this text into speech format, converted into text to speech format, but I want to listen that. So to listen, I need to execute this Linux command mpg321 good.mp3. So to execute that from OS module, okay, I am having a system function. This system function is to execute a Linux command. So it will just convert that audio into the audible format, audio file into audible format, and then we can listen that what exactly that text was converted and what your output is. That's it. Okay, check it out. Remember, this is a Linux command. You need to install that. If it is not present, mpg321, you have to install it. Language is English. Let's read it.
Hi friends, a very good morning to all of you.
Yeah, this is done. How exactly it will perform? So it is actually taking its time because we are saving that in mp3 format and then we are reading it. The program is not directly giving the output to us. That's why it's like this. Now let's have another method. For example, I have written that in Marathi language. Check it out. So this text I am just changing, and my text is this. I need to translate that into MR, that is Marathi language. Okay, and operations are almost same. So it's possible to translate that, but you need to change this language only over here. And if I run this, listen to that.
नमस्कार, तुमच्या सर्वांचं मितू स्किलोलॉजीज तर्फे स्वागत आहे.
Yeah, This is how we are converting, and if you want to use this in Hindi language, I'm just changing to HI, and let's do this.
नमस्कार आप सभी का मैं मितु स्किलोलॉजिस्ट की ओर से स्वागत करता हूँ.
Okay, this is how we are translating, or you are converting this text into speech format. So whenever you require the output in this way from a program, make sure that GTDS library is available with you. We can have the output into the audio format also. So along with that, one more library is present. It is not that much effective as compared to GTDS, but we can make use of it. PyTTSX3. Okay, so this library, we have to init that engine and then engine.save. So here the advantage is that it is not compulsory to save this data. It will directly speak from this. So engine.save, hi friends, a very good morning to all of you, and then run and wait. Okay, simply. Just a minute, PyTTX is not defined. Sorry, so to import that, and then.
Hi friends, a very good morning to all of you.
Okay, but effectiveness is not too much good. You just can check it out. Even this also.
नमस्कार, तुम अच्छा सर्माचन मितु Skillologies तर्फे स्वागत आहे.
We need to adjust the things. Many things are there, the property that you need to adjust, and then only it will work perfectly by using PyTTSX3 also. Okay, so this is the way how we are going to make use of different libraries that we require for the transliteration, we require for speech to text to speech, or we require to convert in index transliteration also. So whenever they require in the development of the project, in the development of any data science or machine learning algorithms, make sure that this by default libraries are available with you. You don't need to create that system by scratch. Make use of this from pyp.org and install that by using the pip installer there. Okay, so if you have any doubts, any questions, so the communication methods are there open for you on the screen. Thank you. Thanks a lot.